Good morning, students. Today's topic is why was the parliamentary system chosen over other form of government in India? So see, what is parliamentary form of government and what is its benefits? This is briefly given in this topic, and why India chosen the parliamentary form of government than the other government. In short word, we can say that parliamentary form of government is very democratic than the other government, and that is why India chosen the parliamentary form of government. And all of you know that India is a very large country. It is a very diverse country, and for this cause parliamentary democracy system is very useful to this type of country. So now I am going to explain you that what is parliamentary form of government. See, the parliamentary form of government, in which the Council of Ministers led by the Prime Minister is a real executive, and here exists another nominal executive, is called parliamentary form of government. See, in parliamentary democracy system, they have two executive and other of two. One is a real head and another is a nominal head. And in India, the real executive head is a Prime Minister, and his governing body, his Council of Ministers and headed by the Prime Minister, is our real head of Indian democracy, and the nominal head of Indian parliamentary system is our President. So see, in parliamentary government, the ministers are elected from the parliament, and in every case of decision of the parliament is a final. In parliamentary government, the Council of Ministers decisions are final in every prospect, and it is why the government is called parliamentary form of government, because in here the parliament is a superior, and that is the cause that it is called by parliamentary form of government. So it is a meaning of parliamentary form of government, and why parliamentary government choose in India besides all types of government. So this discussion is given below. See, the constitution maker of India chose parliamentary form of government because under the British rule, India became familiar with this system under the Acts of 1919 and 1935. So here is a big cause to implement the parliamentary system of government in India, in independent India. So cause is this: the British rule, our imperialism rule or a colonial rule, had ruled us that with parliamentary form of government. The British government followed the system parliamentary form of government, and the Indian society is very familiar to it. In its non-independent time, it is very familiar to it, and that is a big cause to, after independence, the constitution maker committee has chosen the parliamentary form of government than other government. And from this experience, the constitution maker were convinced that a parliamentary form of government was the best, ensure that this interest of the people was safeguarded. So the constitution maker committee think that it is very safeguard to our society, and that is why they follow the parliamentary form of government. It is if the elected representative do not pay attention to the problem of the people, then in the next election he or she will be voted out of power. In parliamentary system of government, the representatives. It is a rule that our representative cannot did not rule us very clearly or very finely, neatly, and in another time, in another election, next election, we can remove this our representative. So it is a very advantage system of this parliamentary form of government. And the ministers cannot behave as they wish because they are answerable to the parliament. That is a big very big cause behind it, because the ministers of parliamentary system of government cannot behave as they wish because they are answerable to the constitution. They are very liable to the constitution, and it is a very good advantage of parliamentary form of government. And although I have already discussed, these points are also a characteristics of a parliamentary form of government. And see, another form of government like presidential form of government. In presidential form of government, the president had more power and hence it can become the dictatorial government, and president can misuse his power. See, it is a very good comparison to presidential government and parliamentary system of government. In presidential form of government, in this system the president can misuse his power, but in parliamentary form of government, the real head, the council of ministers headed by prime minister, so they cannot misuse their power because they are very answerable to their constitution and they ruled us through the constitutions. Okay, so see, so the constitution maker felt parliamentary government was more suitable for the largest country like India. So I have already told that India is a very vast country, and like India, the largest country like India, parliamentary form of government is very suitable for India type country as a largest country. So in next para, what given, the president of India is a nominal head. I have already told you that in parliamentary system, whatever, the president is the only nominal head and the constitutional head, but the council of ministers headed by prime minister is a real head and a real executive in a parliamentary system of government. So this is characteristics about the parliamentary form of government. And next topic, next topic says that why does the parliamentary system need a constitutional head? So why? Because in all the countries with a parliamentary form of government, there is a constitutional head of a government. In every parliamentary system of government, they have a constitutional head and a nominal head is here, and why he or she may be nominated hereditary or elected. So he may be elected. In here, important thing is given that in Indian parliamentary system, the real nominal head is elected by our PR system. But I have explained in your last chapter that our real head is elected by our FPTP system, because FPTP system is a very clear system, and PR system, our nominal head is a head elected by the PR system in Indian parliamentary system. So in here, see, oh yes, this head is regarded as a president. Some countries, as in some countries, king or queen. In India, they are called president, and in Britain, for example, I say in Britain they are called king or queen. And the constitutional head is generally a nominal head. I have already told that he or she is only nominal head to our Indian constitution or Indian parliamentary system. So if we look their powers and function, we will feel that there is no need of such posts. So it is very important that if we look their functions or powers, then we feel that this post is no need. This post is very unnecessary to our constitution. But such posts are mainly ornamental, because a line was given, very smooth line is a given, that is such post like president, king, or what queen. This pose is very sweet, very good ornamental to our state, to our constitution. So that is a very big cause behind it, that our real head has been implemented. The post of real head is implemented in our constitution system, in our parliamentary democracy system. So, but we cannot say that this post has no value, because why? In parliamentary system, the government is formed by the party which has a majority in the lower house of the parliament, and ministry can lose the majority support if any moment. So it is very important that in parliamentary system of government, the representatives are elected to our lower house. In Indian parliamentary system, this example is for given for Indian parliamentary system, and in Indian parliamentary system, our representatives who have represent us, they are elected for our lower house, is called Lok Sabha. And how they form a government? Because they form government by the party which has a majority in lower house. They have to gain their majority of vote, and this ministry can be lost their majority and support if at any moment. And in that time, in that situation, the constitution had plays a very important role. What role they have played? He or she will dismiss the ministry which has lost majority support and try to form a new ministry which serve from majority support in the parliament and from stable government. So that is very important power of our nominal head or our president in Indian parliamentary system, that if the ministry lost their majority system, the condition of our Indian parliamentary system is going to be very unstable, and in that time the nominal head, our president, use his power to stable our states, to stable our country. So this is a very important functions of our nominal head. Okay, so next para says that moreover in the lower house of parliament, if a party alone or together with some other parties cannot achieve majority, the constitutional head can use discretionary power and appoint a person as prime minister who can prove majority support in parliamentary system. So in this system, if any party cannot achieve their goal, cannot achieve their magic number what they have need, and in that time the constitutional head, our president, called a person and use his power, called a person, appoint a person and use his power, that as prime minister who can prove majority support in the parliament, and he can choose a person as a prime minister, and he form this government by what? By the help of some other political party. And this is a very you all of know that the Marsa government, okay, coalition government, the Marsa Goft, I would say Marsa Goft or coalition government is formed in that time by order of a president. And in that time the president uses president or a nominal head uses power to stable our country, to form our government. So in last para says that the constitution maker of India included the president as a constitutional head or similar reason. What were the reason? That's the post of president in India is a very symbolic, and as a president in the constitutional head, he represents India in meeting with heads of other country. So see, he is our not only nominal head, but he or she, the president, the post of president is our constitutional head. So see, and the post of president is represents India in our other countries in front of our world scenario. So that is a very big cause that constitution create this post, create this or create this position, not post, it is a very respective position, and this position represents India in world scenario. So that is all about why parliamentary system is chosen in India, and what is the cause behind it have a real or a nominal head in parliamentary system. And next, the parliamentary system, the nominal head is called president, and I am going to discuss about the president of Indian constitution, about in Indian parliamentary system. So president, the position of president is given in our constitution, article number 52. Article number 52 says that the Indian constitutions of article number 52 of Indian constitution says that there is a provision for a president as the head of the country. So 52 number article says that position of respected position for president is given for in our constitution, given in our constitution as our nominal head or as our constitutional head. And according to article 53, all executive powers will be vested in the president. All executive powers means he or she is a head of the all executive powers, and he will not head. I have already told that he is a nominal head of our all executive powers, and he will exercise this power himself or through his officials. By his officials, through his prime ministers, he can use the all executive powers of India. And although all the executive powers are vested in the president, and there is a very important thing in arise here, because in the emergency time of Indian constitution says we have some, the president is use some emergency system, emergency powers. So I will discuss in your next page or next topic. So then when the emergency time is arise in our society, then the president of India can use his power is vastly. So that is a very important thing. And in that time, the parliament, the real head of parliamentary system of India is stopped in that time. The real head means the prime minister and his council of ministers position have been stopped in that time. So that is a very important functions of our Indian nominal head, like nominal head called the president. And I have already told that the Indian nominal executive is called president, and here in Britain the nominal head is called a queen or king. So that is not related to our constitution, but it is very similar to us. In the Britain and India are very similar to in the followed the parliamentary democracy system. For that is for this cause the example is given here. Okay. So now next topic of our discussion of our discussion is the qualification for the office of the president. So what are the qualifications of Indian president or Indian parliamentary system nominal head? Qualifications are: he must be a citizen of India. It is very must that he must be a citizen of India. And a second is he must be at least 35 years age. So he must be 35 years age, and he must fulfill the qualification to become a member of a Lok Sabha. So what the qualifications needed by our Lok Sabha's representatives, our MPs, that qualifications is implemented in the position of our president. And number 4 says that he should not hold in office or profit under the central or state government. He cannot stay any cannot related the state government, particular state government all over India, and the central government of Indian parliamentary system. And the 5th number says that while elected president, if he or she the member of central or state assemblies, then before being appointed president, and he should resign from the post vice president, governor, central or state minister, etc., etc. So while elected president, so he if he voted if he elected by our representatives, because we have I just told that representative means he is elected by the peer system, and in peer system the representative of us like MPs and MLAs elected the Indian president. That is the rule. And in here the elected president, if in that time he is a member of central or state assemblies, and he is related to or he should stay in a position of governor like vice president, and if he elected as president, then other post that he is holding, that he should be resigned from if he is a member of state assembly like governor somewhere of India. So in but after he elected, he should the resign of he have stayed. তেওঁ যি পোষ্টত ষ্টে কৰি আছিলে সেইটোৰ পৰা পুৰা ৰিজাইন তেওঁ দিব লাগিব আফটাৰ দ্য ইলেক্টেড টু দ্য পোষ্ট অফ প্ৰেচিডেণ্ট. So that is qualifications of our Indian president. And some other apart of mentioned qualification, he have some other individual fulfill qualifications or condition, not qualification, that is the conditions. And what are the conditions that be follows? The name of president candidate have be proposed by at least 50 electoral college, number of supported by another 50. So electoral college means related to our state assembly or our central government, and at least 50 electoral college should be propose his name, that he can going to the vote system, peer system of Indian president system. যেতিয়া 50 এটা ইলেক্টৰেট কলেজ এটাক নামটো ছাপোৰ্ট কৰিলেহে তেওঁ মানে কি কৰিব পাৰে, ইলেকশ্যনত তেওঁ উঠিব পাৰে। সেইটো এটা ৰুল হয়, আৰু এইটো এটা কণ্ডিশ্যনছ, দিছ কণ্ডিশ্যনছ ইজ followed by the Indian presidential election system. And he has to deposit an amount 15,000 as security money. So he has to deposit 15,000 as security money for the elections of in the position of Indian president. And if a candidate gets less than 1/6 of the votes required to win, his security money be confiscated or not returned. Oh yes, this is this condition says that if the candidate gets less than 1/6 votes, 1/6 means তোমাৰ যিমান 6টা যদি আমি ডিভাইড কৰোঁ তাৰে যদি 1% এটা নাপায়, তেতিয়াহ'লে তেওঁৰ সেই ধৰণৰ যিটো security money, if in short word, if he lost his position, if his যদি তেওঁ হাৰি যায়, তেওঁ যদি নিজেকে তেওঁ যদি হাৰি যায়, তেওঁৰ কিন্তু সিকিউৰিটি মানিটো ৰিফাণ্ডেবল নহয়, ৰিফাণ্ড কৰা নহয়. And in short word we can say the security money of for the election of Indian president system is not refundable. Okay, so that's the qualifications and election methods of Indian president. So in here I have just already told in your last class, I have already says that election procedure, election system is followed in Indian president system is a PR system, and I hope all of you know this what is a PR system, because in last chapter I have discussed it in briefly. Okay, so next is your removal system. The if এনেকুৱা দেখা যায় ন যে যিকোনো পোষ্টত যদি এপইণ্ট থাকে তো ৰিমুভেল থাকিব, এইটো মানে এটা ভেৰি saying এটা, if they have a appointment system, there is a appointment system and it must be a removal system, এইটো থাকে এইটো. And what is a removal system of Indian president? So in here, according to Indian Article 61, the president can be removed from his office on violation of constitution by a process of the impeachment. So এইটো কওঁ যে যদি কনষ্টিটিউশ্যন ৰুল ব্ৰেক কৰাৰ কিবা তেওঁৰ মানে he must be proof হ'ব লাগিব কিন্তু এইটো. So তেতিয়াহ'লে the parliament removed his from his position. The president is removed from his position if it is proved that he is related to the broke rules of our constitution, and its process is called the impeachment system. এইটো আমাৰ অসমীয়াত মহা অভিযোগ বুলি কোৱা হয়. মনত থাকিবনে? মহা অভিযোগ মানে ধৰা মানে এটা ক্ৰাইম মানে আমি অভিযোগ কওঁ, মহা অভিযোগ মানে কি? এটা মানে এক্সট্ৰিম ক্ৰাইম, দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড impeachment system. So to impeach the president, 1/4 member to any house of parliament should give a 14 days period notice. So eta notice যাব লাগিব তেওঁ 14 days আগত, and this notice is signed by the 1/4 member of parliament. 1/4 member of প্ৰায় এইটো বস্তু পুৰা হেৰি হৈ যাব লাগিব, সাইন্ড হৈ যাব লাগিব. So then the notice is implements for the removal system of Indian president. And the house of which impeachment issued, introduce, discuss if any the past. Oh yes, the house in which issue of introduce, discuss it, and if passed by 2/3 majority than a move the other house. So it is must be proved, must be passes by 2/3 majority of votes from the parliament, and after this the proposal passed in the second house. So এইটো বস্তু মনত ৰাখিবা, এখন হাউচৰ পৰা এখন হাউচলৈ যাব, তাৰ পিছতহে এইটো কিন্তু হয়, কোনো এখন হাউচে নহয়. So first one, if the proposal system, removal proposal system is passes in Lok Sabha, then it go to the Rajya Sabha, and 2 houses are the removal system is passes in the 2 houses, then the impeachment is proved, and then the position of president is the man is removed, the president is removed from his post. যেতিয়া এটা হাউচৰ পৰা এটা হাউচলৈ যাব প্ৰপ'জেলটো, দুইটা হাউচতে পাছ হোৱাৰ পিছতহে কিন্তু কি হয় ৰিমুভেল চিষ্টেমটো ইমপ্লিমেণ্টেশ্যন হোৱা দেখা যায়. So that is all about the Indian president. আৰু মই মানে বস্তুটো এই চেপ্টাৰটো বিশেষকৈ তোমালোকৰ গোটেই কোৰ্চটোৰে আটাইতকৈ যদি দীঘল চেপ্টাৰ আছে এইটো. ওকে, সো মই 4 দিনমানত শেষ কৰিব পাৰিলে ভাল, বাকি আৰু নহ'লে আৰু দেখা যাব. ওকে, থেংক ইউ. আজিৰ কাৰণে এইখিনি, আৰু নেক্সট ভিডিঅ'ত মই আৰু বাকীখিনি দিছোঁ. ওকে.